Module 4. Ethical and Social Issues in Information. Information systems have become an integral part of modern society, enabling individuals and organizations to collect, store, and analyze data. However, the use of information systems raises several ethical, social, and political issues, including concerns about individual privacy, intellectual property, and profiling. This module will discuss these issues, including non-obvious relationship awareness, internet challenges to privacy, and their implications for individuals and society. Ethical issues often come up in the context of information systems and business processes. Utilitarian principle of ethics says that when two seemingly contradictory ethical principles collide, the one with the higher social value controls. So, for example, where committing an action that would otherwise be a minor crime is necessary to save a life, the action would be acceptable under the utilitarian principle of ethics. Individual privacy. One of the most significant ethical and social issues raised by information systems is the potential for invasion of individual privacy. Information systems collect and store vast amounts of data about individuals, including personal information, financial data, and online behavior. This data can be used for various purposes, including marketing, research, and surveillance. The use of personal data by organizations without consent raises concerns about privacy infringement. For example, social media platforms may use personal data to target ads or suggest friends, which can make individuals uncomfortable. Moreover, the use of surveillance technologies such as closed-circuit television cameras, CCTVs, or drones can have a significant impact on individual privacy. While these technologies can improve security, they can also be used to monitor and control individuals, raising concerns about civil liberties. Intellectual property. The use of information systems also raises concerns about intellectual property. Intellectual property refers to the legal rights of individuals or organizations to their creations, such as patents, copyrights, and trademarks. Information systems have made it easier to reproduce and distribute intellectual property, which has led to a rise in piracy and copyright infringement. The use of peer-to-peer networks for sharing files, for example, has made it easier for individuals to share copyrighted material without permission, leading to significant losses for the entertainment industry. The use of digital rights management, DRM, technologies, such as digital watermarks, can help to protect intellectual property, but they can also restrict the legitimate use of copyrighted material. Profiling. Another ethical and social issue raised by information systems is the potential for profiling. Profiling refers to the practice of using data to create a profile of an individual, which can be used to predict behavior or preferences. Profiling can be used for various purposes, such as marketing, law enforcement, and credit scoring. However, profiling can lead to discrimination and bias, particularly when data is used to make decisions about individuals without their knowledge or consent. For example, credit scoring models that use data such as zip codes or age can lead to discrimination against certain groups. Non-obvious relationship awareness. Non-obvious relationship awareness is another issue raised by information systems. This refers to the practice of using data to identify relationships between individuals or organizations that are not immediately apparent. This practice can be used for various purposes, such as identifying potential business partners or detecting fraud. However, non-obvious relationship awareness can also lead to privacy concerns. For example, social media platforms may use data to suggest connections between individuals who may not want to be connected. This can lead to discomfort or even danger, particularly for individuals who are trying to keep their location or identity private. Internet challenges to privacy. Finally, the use of the Internet raises significant challenges to privacy. The Internet has made it easier to collect and store personal data, which can be used for various purposes, including marketing, research, and surveillance. The use of cookies and other tracking technologies can also lead to concerns about privacy infringement. Privacy issues, especially when the government is involved, implicate due process concerns. Due process is a feature that involves having laws that are known and understood, with the ability to appeal adverse decisions to higher authorities and to make sure the law is applied correctly by the government and the courts. So, when it comes to government regulation and searches of electronic media, due process concerns must be carefully considered. Moreover, the use of social media platforms and other online services can lead to the unintentional sharing of personal data. Individuals may not be aware of the extent to which their data is being collected and shared, leading to concerns about privacy and security.